டெய்லி எனக்கு இந்த கான்ஸ்டிபேஷன் ப்ராப்ளம்.
உங்க பிரச்சனைகளை கட்டுப்படுத்த லயன் டேட் சிரப் தினமும் 2 ஸ்பூன்.
இப்போது புதிய அறிமுகம் ஆச்சி ஹோட்டல் சாம்பார் 50 கிராம் ரூபாய் 20 மட்டுமே.
அஸ்வின் ஸ்வீட்ஸ் அண்ட் ஸ்நாக்ஸின் தீபாவளி நல்வாழ்த்துக்கள்.
அமரன் முகுந்த் வரதராஜனை ஒரு கேரக்டராக பில்ட் பண்ணது ராஜ்குமார் பெரியசாமி அவர்கள். ஃபிசிக்கலாக பில்ட் பண்ண ஒரு டேரக்டர் அப்படின்னா அது உங்களை சொல்லலாம். ஒரு லைம் லைட்டில் நீங்கள் வராமையோ ஒரு டிஜிட்டல் ஃபார்மில் நீங்கள் அவங்களுக்கு தெரியாமலோ ஒரு பேர் மட்டும்தான் தெரியுது அப்படிங்கும்போது அது உங்களுக்கு எந்த மாதிரி இருக்கும்?
My work is behind this camera, so like I really enjoy the process of training somebody and getting them somewhere. For example, I love Simbu, I love Sivakarthikeyan, but both have their own different ways they work. Sivakarthikeyan, you asked me when I met to Major Mukund Varadarajan. In that entire process, you will be seeing it. Like, he works like a madman. Okay. So, like, random, I don't even want to say.
பொதுவாகவே இந்த மாதிரி டிரான்ஸ்ஃபர்மேஷன் பண்ணுறாங்க அப்படின்னா அது ஒரு வீடியோவாக நிறைய பேர் ஷூட் பண்ணிட்டு ரிலீஸ் பண்ணுவாங்க. பட் இப்போது எஸ்கேக்கு அந்த மாதிரி எதுவும் இன்ன வரைக்கும் நம்ம பார்க்க முடியல. ஏதாவது ஐடியா இருக்கா, பிளான்ஸ் இருக்கா நீங்கள் பண்ணுற மாதிரி?
First we'll watch the movie.
Okay.
Then we all are excited to share something. And I'm sure that will do something for everybody who loves it. Okay. So I'm eagerly waiting for the transformation video. You will have a lot of more shots in the movie, like which basically pause and screen grab and like wow, like that feeling. So I'm waiting for that.
எல்லா ஃபேன்ஸுமே எல்லா ஆடியன்ஸுமே வந்துட்டு அவங்களோட அந்த ஃபேவரட் ஹீரோவை ஷர்ட்லெஸ் சீன் 6 பேக் அந்த கட்ஸ் இப்படி பார்க்கணும்னு சொல்லிட்டு ரொம்ப ஆவலாக வெயிட் பண்ணுவாங்க. அந்த மாதிரி ஏதாவது சீன் இருக்கா? ஏதாவது ஒரு சீன்?
So mainly like shirtless I can't say. Amaran's transformation was to look as close to Major Mukund Varadarajan as possible. But Sivakarthikeyan's transformation is still ongoing.
வணக்கம் சந்தீப் ப்ரோ.
Hi. Thank you so much.
எப்படி இருக்கீங்க?
Fine. Good. Okay. Thank you. We had to shift this, but made it happen. Yeah.
Okay ப்ரோ. அமரனில் எஸ்கே அவர்களுக்கு ட்ரெயின் பண்ணியிருக்கீங்க. ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஆஃப் ஆல் அவங்க உங்களை கால் பண்ணுறதுக்கு ஏதோ ஒரு விஷயம் உங்கள்கிட்ட இருந்து அவங்க இம்ப்ரெஸ் ஆகிருக்கணும். எதை பார்த்துட்டு இம்ப்ரெஸ் ஆகி உங்களுக்கு கால் பண்ணாங்க?
So the call was from the director's office.
Okay.
Mr. Rajkumar sir has called and he first spoke to me about what he wanted and is it possible in this time frame. So because it was very challenging, maybe we recently like I had an opportunity to ask him, so I was asking him. So he was basically from that Atman video of Simbu, and he knows a few other clients I've trained. So that's when they approached me, and then once that discussion finished, I met again in their office with Sivakarthikeyan. So when I met, in the second meeting when I met the actor, it was already like he was already signed up to work with me. Like he came with an intention that okay, director and coach are ready, so let's start Amaran. So his thought process was that. So I'm very grateful for him to kind of believe me in that first phase. Like I have not met him before. To be able to trust somebody and go on a journey is very important. And it was very easy for me to train Sivakarthikeyan. It was not at all like it was not challenging. Okay. He was a very like a good student type. Okay. So it was very nice to like kind of do the entire and see him get here. And I am eagerly waiting. Like I have not watched the movie yet. I am eagerly waiting to see the entire response of the audience along with the frames. Okay. Because everybody in this movie has worked for that. How they wanted the response and all that. So I'm very eagerly waiting to watch it on the screen.
நிறைய ஆக்டர்ஸ் கூட ஒர்க் பண்ணியிருக்கீங்க, அவங்களுக்கு ட்ரெயின் பண்ணியிருக்கீங்க. அவங்களுக்கும் சிவகார்த்திகேயன் அவங்களுக்கும் என்ன மாதிரியான டிஃப்ரென்ஸ் நீங்கள் பார்த்தீங்க?
Everybody is different. Like when it comes to training, like what they want, how they want this to integrate in their life, it's very different. Like maybe you'll have some people who want to be have a great physique and like lift to heavy weight, and they are different beings. Like or For example, some people will have a habit of, it's a different style. Intention will be similar, but the way they work is different. Like you will have different actors. You will love, like, for example, I love Simbu, I love Sivakarthikeyan, but both have their own different ways they work, and like in their way, in their unique style, and it's like you get to learn some things from them, and the challenge is how do you tune your program to suit their needs. So it's not just like, we don't have the privilege of training like 6 days or 5 days a week non-stop at same timing because of their commitments and their other aspects, and this has to just add on. So when you're trying to fit in their lifestyle a training plan and a nutrition plan and a sleep pattern to set everything, so that to change you need to sleep well first. So if you can't sleep, then there is no point of focusing too much on the other two elements like food, nutrition and training. People do a lot investment in training and food, but they fail to do the sleeping part right. So sleep only gets you recovered. Like if you shut down a laptop, the heat goes down, right? So before we used to have system and all. If it heats up, what do? You switch it off because there's a rest. So speed will be better, right? Same with this. This is also a processing system. It has to rest. In that rest period only, you will repair your body. When you're training, you're just destructing. So if you are looking for a transformative change, it's very important to give rest, timely rest, and that should be very, very, very high priority. So depending on their schedules, like they'll have night shoots, so we had to shift it in the day. So people are different, training styles will be different, but the intention and the trust, the process should be same. That's all.
இந்த ஒர்க்கிங்லேயுமே ட்ரைனிங்லேயுமே நிறைய டிஃப்ரென்சஸ் இருக்குது. இப்போ வந்துட்டு ஆல்ரெடி வந்துட்டு இப்போ ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் இப்போ ஆர்யா, பரத் இவங்கெல்லாம் எடுக்கும்போது அவங்க ஆல்ரெடி வந்துட்டு நிறைய டைம் வந்துட்டு ஜிம்மில் ஸ்பெண்ட் பண்ணுறவங்க, அவங்களுக்கு ஒரு பாடி கண்டிஷன் இருக்கும். இப்போது எஸ்டிஆர்லாம் வந்துட்டு கம்ப்ளீட் ட்ரான்ஸ்ஃபர்மேஷன் ஃப்ரம் ஃபேட் பாடி டு ஒரு ஸ்லிம் பாடி வரது. இப்போ எஸ்கே வந்துட்டு அவர் ஆல்ரெடி நார்மலாக இருக்கார், பட் அவரை வந்து நீங்கள் மோல்ட் பண்ணுறீங்க. ஸோ இந்த மாதிரி 3 டிஃப்ரெண்ட் கண்டிஷன்ஸ் ஆஃப் ஒர்க் இருக்குல்ல, எப்படி சேலஞ்சிங் இருக்கும், என்னென்ன மாதிரியான டிஃப்ரென்சஸ் இருக்கும்?
The intent is not there. Not that whatever, like starting point doesn't matter. Because you, like, as you said, like people like Arya, they've already been working out. So they will have a different plan. Simbu, when he was first starting from, like, there were so many phases where we had to do, like, up the game and, think of a different solution. So it's very important to see where you're starting from and where you want to go. Like today we are in Chennai. If I want to go to Hyderabad, either I can take a bus, I can take a car, I can take a flight. Depending on how priority you need to go, you can choose an option because you know where you are and where you want to go. Same thing if you don't know where you are. So if I kidnap you and you are somewhere, if you want to go to Hyderabad, first you have to identify where you are. Then only you can book a mode of transport. So initially where you are with respect to your body, with respect to your sleep, nutrition and what training is needed. First, if we understand your starting point and then ending point, anyways we speak on day one, right? Like as I told you, director, he gave me a character map, you will see it on screen. So once that initial point is locked, then we know, okay, this is the time frame, this is what we need to deliver, and then we have a conversation with the actor and see how his schedule is, what suits him. Because it's very important to take their comfort into criteria, because I cannot have it, like for example, if I sign you up as a client, I would want you to listen to me ideally and work out maximum number of times in that time frame. But with actors, they are very busy. Like people think that actors have the privilege of like hiring like the best coaches, the best facilities. But it's very like, they normal people have better like time than actors, because I've seen them, I've traveled with them, and they're very, very hard working. It's very difficult to be celebrated on stage, on screen, and a lot goes as work. So training has to be just like a comfortable add-on from my side. And if just that 2 points are known, anything can be possible. Like, because like every week there's a, like, you know, accountability check. So if you're preparing for an exam and you know how much you know, you can know what book to get and how to prepare. So clarity is very important in the entire process, more than, you know, having the best resources possible. A clear plan and a clear vision is very important. So that I think is the difference.
இப்போது நீங்கள் பேசும்போது சொல்லியிருந்தீங்க நம்ம என்ன ஒரு விஷயம் பண்ணாலும் எங்கே ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணணும், எப்படி ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணணும் அப்படின்னு தெரியல. இப்போது இந்த படத்தில் நீங்கள் கமிட் ஆனதுக்கப்புறம் எஸ்கே அவர்களோட ஒரு பாடி கண்டிஷன் இருக்கும், இதை எங்கே ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணலாம், அவரோட பாடி கண்டிஷன் என்ன, அப்படியெல்லாம் நீங்கள் எப்படி அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட் பண்ணிக்கிட்டீங்க? வாட்ஸ் யுவர் ப்ராசஸ்?
It's very simple. Once we understand where we are and where we have to go, it's just a matter of understanding how much they can, on a weekly basis, dedicate to this process in terms of time in the gym, or like we worked out in multiple places depending on his convenience. Maybe sometimes in like hotel gyms where we were located, sometimes at home. Mornings he has random schedules, so he used to just text me in the night, early morning, whatever time. So it's a very dynamic process. But because he was very, you know, signed up and, you know, like for the entire process, from his side also it was very, you know, like, can we do it? I'm going to miss this time because I have a certain other work. Can we do another time? So there was a very high, like, from both parties, if you have a very, you know, like, whatever it is, we have to get it done. This should be the attitude. Whenever you're like signing up or taking over anything, like not just a transformation process, like anything in your career or your, you know, your life in general, it should be like, you know, like, if I shake your hand, it's a contract. So like, if people are taking things like that, they will definitely get result. So there's nothing like which is very special of my process. I make sure that it's, you know, we are on like timeline, like accountability. You know, when we set a time, like, okay, 9 months or 3 months or whatever time frame it is, if we break it down into small goals and like if I can help the actor or the client understand, okay, by November end, if we start say October, by November end we need to be here. So for example, that can be a weight, that can be a, like, you know, a change in physique. Okay, so these small things they will understand. They may not understand what I have in mind, but then, you know, they understand a 2 kg drop in weight. They understand like a 3% drop in body fat, because we have now tools, we have devices where we wear. We used to track sleep by a device called Whoop. So all these things, because we had to understand how much stress and strain per day, because I was not traveling with him all the time and he had night shoots sometimes. So just to understand his sleeping patterns, we used the latest tech, which is Whoop. It's a very simple device. So like that, we kind of used everything and jotted down a plan.
இப்போது எஸ்கே வந்துட்டு ஒரு இன்டர்வியூவில் சொல்லியிருந்தாரு, அந்த மாதிரி இந்த படத்துக்கு நாங்கள் வந்து ரிவர்ஸில் ஒர்க் பண்ணோம். ஃபஸ்ட்டு வந்துட்டு நான் இத்தனை கேஜியில் இருந்தேன், அதுக்கப்புறம் ரெடியூஸ் பண்ணோம், அதுக்கப்புறம் மறுபடியும் ரெடியூஸ் பண்ணோம். இந்த மாதிரியான இது என்ன டிஃப்ரென்ஸ் இருக்குது? அதாவது வந்துட்டு ஃபஸ்ட்டு ஒரு 70 கேஜியில் நீங்கள் எடுத்துருக்கலாம், அதுக்கப்புறம் 90க்கு போய்க்கலாம், அதுக்கப்புறம் இந்த கேஜி இன்க்ரீஸ் பண்ணிட்டு போகிறதுக்கும் தென் சர்டன் பீரியடில் டிக்ரீஸ் பண்ணிட்டு வரதுக்கும் என்ன மாதிரியான டிஃப்ரென்ஸ் இருக்கும்?
So actually this was all a plan. That's what I said. Like when we first met, like the first meeting with Rajkumar and then subsequently with SK, because he was shooting for Maviran. So we cannot change his look completely. And we had a continuity. So, but we cannot waste time. And just if like in between movies, they don't have so much time, or he cannot afford to take that much time, is what he says. And rightly so, but he's doing so much work, he wants to give so much out. So we had to make sure where we can find these gaps and kind of start the process as soon as possible, because we knew that it's a long journey. Because as you asked me, day one, when I saw him in his house on day one, the canvas was very, like, you know, basic, because he was not working out that much, not with a very, you know, goal in mind, just normal working out here and there. And his priority is movies, his work, right? Now I'm happy because working out has become a part and parcel of his, like breathing. So, or you're brushing your teeth, it's become like a part. Like he feels bad when he doesn't work out. Like So I'm happy. That is a significant change. Like, for me, that is more than Amaran's transformation is going to be only for one movie. But Sivakarthikeyan's transformation is forever, right? So that you will see when in coming movies is already energetic. But you will see what good fitness, keeping your, like, because you stay in this body only one time. If you keep this clean and if you keep this, take care of this, this also will give you a lot more. So that you will understand seeing him now. Like, I'm very happy.
இப்போது இந்த டிரான்ஸ்ஃபர்மேஷன் பொதுவாகவே இந்த மாதிரி டிரான்ஸ்ஃபர்மேஷன் பண்ணுறாங்க அப்படின்னா அது ஒரு வீடியோவாக நிறைய பேர் ஷூட் பண்ணிட்டு ரிலீஸ் பண்ணுவாங்க. பட் இப்போது எஸ்கேக்கு அந்த மாதிரி எதுவும் இன்ன வரைக்கும் நம்ம பார்க்க முடியல. ஏதாவது ஐடியா இருக்கா, பிளான்ஸ் இருக்கா நீங்கள் பண்ணுற மாதிரி?
First we'll watch the movie.
Okay.
Then we all are excited to share something.
Okay.
With everybody, because we think that this will be a very like, we'll watch the movie.
Okay.
I want to tell this after the movie.
Okay. Maybe, I mean, அந்த வீடியோவில் என்ன மாதிரியான டிரான்ஸ்ஃபர்மேஷன் இருக்கும்?
So what Sivakarthikeyan, you asked me when I met to Major Mukund Varadarajan.
Okay.
So in that entire process, you will be seeing it.
Okay.
How he has become from Sivakarthikeyan to Major Mukund Varadarajan. So that's an exciting thing, and I'm eagerly waiting post the movie to show the process, and I'm sure that process will help a lot of people to get on their process, motivate them to get on their journey, and put in a lot of effort into whatever your dream or goal is. And I'm sure that will do something for everybody who loves him.
Okay.
So I'm eagerly waiting for that transformation video.
ஓகே, டன். இப்போது எஸ்கே டிரான்ஸ்ஃபர்மேஷன், அதாவது நீங்கள் முகுந்த் வரதராஜன் அவர்களோட டிரான்ஸ்ஃபர்மேஷனோட எஸ்கே டிரான்ஸ்ஃபர்மேஷன் ரொம்ப முக்கியம் அப்படின்ற மாதிரி சொல்லியிருந்தீங்க. படம்லாம் முடிஞ்ச அப்புறம் உங்கள்கிட்ட ஏதாவது சொன்னாரா, இல்லை உங்கள்கிட்ட இருந்து ஏதாவது அட்வைசஸ் அவர் எடுத்துக்கிட்டாரா? நான் இனிமேல் இந்த மாதிரியான ரொட்டீன்ஸ்லாம் ஃபாலோ பண்ண போகிறேன் அப்படின்ற மாதிரி உங்கள்கிட்ட ஏதாவது ஹெல்ப் கேட்டாரா?
Still we are working out. So the process is not done. Amaran is released. Okay. We are going to watch it. But there's another movie after that. And like, he will be in great shape.
Okay.
That's what I said. Amaran's transformation was to look as close to Major Mukund Varadarajan as possible. But Sivakarthikeyan's transformation is still ongoing.
Okay.
So that is something which, like, is changed in the entirety. Like, this has become a part and parcel of his life. So, that's what I said. That is why it makes me happy. Like, even now traveling, he worked out. In Dubai, we had promotions, he worked out. So, like, it's a non-negotiable for him. Like, he has to, like, even if I'm not there, he just works out for 30 minutes. He just sends me that, brother, I am doing this, or just he'll ask me if he doesn't know, or he's having a doubt, he'll ask me. So he takes in a lot of like inputs and tries to be the best version from whatever angle. I'm sure in all his processes, because in one style, if he's like this, I'm sure, and that's why everybody love him. Okay. Like, because I see a lot of people looking up to him, to his story, and rightly so, because from somewhere he's inspiring a lot of people, on his journey.
கண்டிப்பாக.
Yeah.
இப்போது அவரோட அடுத்தடுத்த படங்களுக்கும் நீங்கள் தான் ட்ரெயினர் இல்லை?
So like, next couple of movies, we are trying to do something different. Okay. And like, once I want to see what kind of love he gets from this like Amaran look, transformation, and whatever effort we put in. And the effort will be to give something new. Okay. Every time we work. So I always strive for that. I always try to give the best from my side. And he anyways, he inspires me every day I go to train him. Like he works like a madman. Okay. So, like, random, I don't even want to say, because very, very hard working. Okay. To see a person very successful, to non-stop work, because he has a vision, he has a goal, he wants to reach a certain place. It's very inspiring, and it's very motivating for anybody. Like, and you are in that vicinity, so you also don't want to do any mistake. So automatically you rub off each other, right? So I really like working with my clients because they add something to me, not just a one-way traffic, right? So from him I learn a lot, something, from STR I learn something, from anybody and everybody I work with, like even a younger person, just somebody doing something very rightly can teach you or remind you for that matter, just to be, like, wow, we should also do that, in our work. So that is something which I keep trying to, absorb from wherever I am.
இப்போ இந்த ட்ரைலர் பார்த்ததுக்கப்புறம் நிறைய பேர் வந்துட்டு ஒரு சீனை பாஸ் பண்ணி சிவகார்த்திகேயன் வந்து அந்த கன்னை ஹோல்ட் பண்ணிட்டு இப்படி நடந்து வருவார். அப்போது இந்த கட்ஸ் அதெல்லாம் பார்த்துட்டு இஸ் திஸ் சிவகார்த்திகேயன் அப்படின்ற மாதிரியான ஒரு ஆச்சரியத்தில் பார்க்குறாங்க. அப்படிங்கும்போது இட்ஸ் நாட் அபவுட் த சிவகார்த்திகேயன், இட்ஸ் யுவர் ஒர்க் அப்படின்ற அந்த ஒரு பிஹைண்டில் நீங்கள் இருக்கீங்க அப்படின்னு தெரியும் போது உங்களுக்கு அது எந்தளவுக்கு சந்தோஷமாக இருக்கும், எல்லோரும் அதை பார்த்து ஆச்சரியப்படும் போது?
I am very, 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 very happy with this entire transformation, and that's what, like, I have seen something like which, as you said, the one shot where like his gun holding and all that, his entire body language, because he was working and he trained to how to hold a gun from there. So the process was given very much importance in the entire movie. And like right on the set also, we were very like, focused to make however him look as like godly as possible, because this is the first time he comes with a body in front of on the big screen. So we did whatever we can from our side and he gave his best. So you will have a lot of more shots in the movie, like which basically pause and screen grab and like wow, like that feeling. So I am waiting for that.
எல்லா ஃபேன்ஸுமே எல்லா ஆடியன்ஸுமே வந்துட்டு அவங்களோட அந்த ஃபேவரட் ஹீரோவை ஷர்ட்லெஸ் சீன், சிக்ஸ் பேக், அந்த கட்ஸ் இப்படி பார்க்கணும்னு சொல்லிட்டு ரொம்ப ஆவலாக வெயிட் பண்ணுவாங்க. அந்த மாதிரி ஏதாவது சீன் இருக்கா? ஏதாவது ஒரு சீன் ஷர்ட்லெஸ்?
Mainly like shirtless I can't maybe say, but there is something for everybody. Okay. Like who is coming to watch the movie, there is something for like everybody, and it's a very serious, like it's a biopic. And it's a very like like the man Major Mukund Varadarajan was like a different caliber, and like hats off to, like we can't even think what he's gone through. So because it was a very serious role, and I mean by serious I mean like the six pack and all, we didn't have any opportunity to show in the movie. But the transformation plan also was like it was more to do with the army appeal and to be a very strong individual than bodybuilding style training. So we did not focus more on the like the getting the six pack and showing like like abs and all that, because it was for a character who was very brave in all his approaches. And how to like mold Sivakarthikeyan so that he can basically be Mukund Varadarajan in the most significant way, because that was the effort. The effort was not to get Sivakarthikeyan into a certain weight, a certain like he was not prepping for a show or anything. He was prepping to become the army man. So the process was more tuned to, like you said, like different trainings for different people. This was tuned to making him a better Mukund Varadarajan. So from day one, we both were very clear, like whatever it takes to become Mukund. Are you ready, brother? Let's go. This was the thing which we spoke. Okay. So it was nothing like I want six pack, I want this, I want that. So he signed up for the process. Whatever you say, I'm ready to do, but I want to look like him. Okay. From my side, whatever we can do, I'm ready, brother. But let's make sure that we don't do anything less from our side to like celebrate this entire process, because he was very happy that he's getting to play like a military man, and he has his father was a jailer. So he has a lot of discipline, so he's a very disciplined man. All this from his dad. He is very close to him, because it was like we were in Kashmir. We were waking up when they wake up, like, early mornings. So before even starting the entire process, he was very happy because he was like, we will live like soldiers, brother, for 3-4 months. What else we want? So that taking these things, like, Kashmir is very cold. If you think like that, like, we are going to Kashmir, it's going to be cold. Yeah, we are staying away from home, blah, blah, blah. But signing up saying that it's, like, we can learn so much from the Indian army, their discipline, how they are so brave. We will be around them. So you imagine how much we can learn, brother. So his approach was only, very, I really like appreciate and enjoyed that.
இப்போது இன்னொரு விஷயம் இருக்குது. இப்போது அமரன் முகுந்த் வரதராஜனை ஒரு கேரக்டராக பில்ட் பண்ணது ராஜ்குமார் பெரியசாமி அவர்கள். பட் ஃபிசிக்கலாக பில்ட் பண்ண ஒரு டேரக்டர் அப்படின்னா அது உங்களை சொல்லலாம். அப்படி இருக்கும்போது நிறைய பேருக்கு அது ஒரு லைம் லைட்டில் நீங்கள் வராமையோ ஒரு டிஜிட்டல் ஃபார்மில் நீங்கள் அவங்களுக்கு தெரியாமலோ ஒரு பேர் மட்டும்தான் தெரியுது அப்படிங்கும்போது அது உங்களுக்கு எந்த மாதிரி இருக்கும்? நம்ம தெரியணும் நிறைய பேருக்கு அப்படின்ற மாதிரி நீங்கள் நினைப்பீங்களா?
So my work is behind this camera. So like I really enjoy the process of training somebody and getting them somewhere. And like I changed my profession to this also because of that. I was an engineer from IIT Kharagpur, and now I am a coach, full and final. So like this we like this time with this transformation, we are going to be on the digital front also, and I want to serve a lot of more people. And the brand is called Deep Fit. Okay. So Sandeep. So deep and fit. So this is my brand from a long, like more than like from a long time, from the time I started. But this is the first time I'm going digital with it. With the transformation of Mr. Sivakarthikeyan for Amaran. Okay. So I'm excited to kind of launch the transformation video as well. But yeah, so this is the process. We will be more visible and we'll be there to help everybody who's wanting to change their life, and that's what I want to do.
இப்போ இந்த படத்தில் எஸ்கே அவர்களோட அந்த ஃபுட் ரொட்டீன் எப்படி இருக்கும்? தென் வாட்ஸ் த கேஜி, எவ்வளோ கேஜிலேருந்து எவ்வளோ கேஜி?
So we like initially it was around 78, I guess. Okay. From there we had to like come down because Maviran's climax scene was happening. Okay. And then we had to build for Major Mukund Varadarajan. We went around 80, 81, 82 something. And then like we came to the a lesser weight after that, because from there we had to backtrack and work his entire journey. Okay. So because of his previous movie, and we had to use that time. We couldn't wait till he finishes Maviran. So we had to make a plan along with the Maviran schedule. That's what I said, like actors are not, it's not easy for them. Okay. It's just like it looks like they have too much time and privilege, but they are working non-stop. Okay. Yeah, so that's the whole thing. Okay. And the transformation video will like give more. We'll release soon, very soon. We're just almost ready. We'll release very soon, maybe a week.
இப்போது ஒவ்வொரு ஃபீல்ட்லேயுமே வந்துட்டு எல்லாருக்குமே ஒரு டிசைர் இருக்கும்ல. ஓகே, வில் ரீச் திஸ் டெஸ்டினேஷன் அப்படின்ற மாதிரி ஏதோ ஒரு விஷயம் இருக்கும்ல. ஒரு டேரக்டரேட்டாக இன்னொரு ஆக்டரை நான் எப்படியாவது ஆக்ட் பண்ண வச்சிடணும் என்னோட படத்தில் அப்படின்னு. உங்களுக்கு அது மாதிரி ஏதாவது டிசைர், டெஸ்டினேஷன் அந்த மாதிரியான விஷயங்கள் இருக்கா உங்களோட இந்த ஃபீல்டில்?
I started this career because I was inspired by like actors who change their body to fit a role. Especially there's an actor called Christian Bale. He plays Batman, machinist. So that was very moving for me as a art, and how much dedication a person puts into their work. So post that, Surya's Varnamayiram was a big thing when I was studying in college. So I used to have these like 4-5 significant people's pictures, and that screen transformation was a very different thing which did not exist in 2008. I'm talking about 2008-9. So I really wanted to see if, why don't Indian actors do this? Why don't they? So that was the small thought then that started transforming myself. 2008 is the first time I started going to the gym. And from there, it became a part and parcel of me. It changed me so much. Like it elevated my lifestyle. It gave me so many good things that I decided to share those and cultivate those and nurture those, because it was very different. I was feeling very great. It was not like it just added a lot of value. So then it made me change my profession, started training one person, just a lot of clients, not only actors but everybody. People think that I only would train actors because I'm not so loud on social media, but we train a lot, and the desire is always to be able to touch more and more lives through whatever skill set we have and improve their lifestyle. Now with like I'm doing a brand called 9 Round. It's a gym. It's a 30-minute anytime walk-in, just so no class timings, no like not more than 30 minutes, and it's going to be in every location in Chennai. So we are doing that. It's in Kilpauk and Adyar. 2 branches have already opened. So the intention is always to kind of improve people's lives with whatever work we are doing. And apart from this, like on screen also maybe, but that will happen when it happens. Yeah.
ஓகே ஆக்சுவலாக நீங்கள் இப்போ சொன்ன மாதிரி சீக்கிரமே நீங்கள் ஆன் ஸ்க்ரீன்லேயும் வரணும். வெயிட், வி ஆர் வெயிட்டிங். தேங்க்யூ ஸோ மச் ஃபார் யுவர் டைம் ப்ரோ.
Thank you.
டெய்லி எனக்கு இந்த கான்ஸ்டிபேஷன் ப்ராப்ளம்.
உங்க பிரச்சனைகளை கட்டுப்படுத்த லயன் டேட் சிரப் தினமும் 2 ஸ்பூன்.
இப்போது புதிய அறிமுகம் ஆச்சி ஹோட்டல் சாம்பார் 50 கிராம் ரூபாய் 20 மட்டுமே.
அஸ்வின் ஸ்வீட்ஸ் அண்ட் ஸ்நாக்ஸின் தீபாவளி நல்வாழ்த்துக்கள்.